Alright, so yesterday, Yellow Gearworks, the makers of Site-76, released update 1.8, and in this video, I'm going to go over everything you need to know about this update. First off, all SCPs now get rewarded for killing players. Before, only the Plague Doctor would get rewarded for getting kills, but now all SCPs will get money every time they kill a player. Alright, on to our next change. The old man now has his player's walk speed increased by 2, meaning that he's actually able to outrun regular players walking, and able to catch up a lot better with running players. And on top of that, he has some sick glowing eyes, which I think is a really cool addition. Alright, so next up, the Wendigo. The Wendigo now costs $5,000 to play, however, it still doesn't give you any XP for playing it. The health regen is halved, so instead of gaining health every second, it gains health every 2 seconds. And the Wendigo's walk speed has been decreased by 2, which is a very big nerf as shown here. Alright, next up, changes to the zombie pathogen and player-controlled zombies. You now have a hunger bar, which means that you only start taking damage after the hunger reaches 0, and you gain hunger every time you kill a player. The passive health drain has been removed, meaning that you no longer get healed every time you hit a player. And now the damage has been doubled from 10 to 20, meaning that zombie pathogen is a very powerful force to be reckoned with. Alright, now for some other anomaly changes. The Plague Doctor now has an extra 20% damage reduction when curing, which means that's up from a 50% damage reduction to a 70% damage reduction. The living room spikes are more reliable, and the Scarlet Lake gives more money when sold. Alright, so now onto the new heist that's actually added in this update. There's a new zombie pathogen lab heist, which is obviously located at the zombie pathogen containment. In order to do it, you have to enter the back where the C4 is required. Make sure you have your mask on so that you don't get infected by any SCP-008s floating around in the air. And then afterwards, you will head to the back where you collect all the samples per se, and then just exit and sell it to an MCT agent. Alright, next up, also something that's new is a new weapon, which is the P90. This gun can be bought for 40k from MTF and Chaos shops. However, you do spawn with it as security, but I wouldn't really say that's that important as it doesn't really seem that powerful. Even though it does have 50 bullets, each bullet only does 10 damage a shot, and on top of that, it's also very inaccurate, which doesn't really make it powerful. It's very clear that this is intended for close quarters, and in general, I wouldn't really recommend trying to use this at long range. I would just try and get close with cover or leave. Alright, so last up on our list of changes, the server limit has been increased by 2, so from 30 players to 32 players. And to accommodate for this change, the player caps for security, MTF, and internal security have also been increased by 2, which means you can now have 6 internal security instead of 4, etc, etc. There's now more teleport points for MCD agents, which means that you'll be able to find them more across the map. And finally, the Omega Warhead has some really sick music that I'm sadly not going to be able to show because I don't know if it's copyrighted or not. Alright, so that's just it for the update. If you like this type of video, then please like the video and sub because that'll let me know that these type of videos are actually appreciated and I'll be making more of them. Anyway, bye.